Well, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Teresa Crespo, and I live here in Minnesota. And I'm just truly excited to have the next 25, 30 minutes with you at the most to share with you some really exciting information about a company called World Global Network. And what World does is it actually brought to the market something called life sensing technology. And before I jump into that, I want to introduce to you this guy named Bill Gates. And so I'm sure you've already heard of Bill Gates, but what I love about him as a visionary and entrepreneur is that he said that the secret of success in business is in detecting where the world will go and get there first. So as a visionary, as a problem solver, he has been able to bring to market products and ideas before it became obvious to the rest of the world. And that's what we are excited about here tonight. So as I go along here, take good notes, write down your questions, and we will get back to you at the end of this so that we can answer those questions for you. So as you can see here, wearable technology. And I'm going to tell you guys what the experts say about wearable technology. Not what I say, but the person who introduced you here, but what the experts say. Wall Street Journal. Down in the bottom left, you can see that worldwide shipments of wearable devices, there was about 8 million 3 years ago, 2013. Well, what are wearable devices? Those are eyewear, hearables, wristbands, wearable cameras, watches. That's wearable technology. And jump 3 years later to 2016, that went from 8 million to 111 million devices shipped worldwide in the wearable tech space. Forbes predicts by 2020, just 2.5 years from now, that market will increase to 411 million devices being shipped out, which will create a $34 billion retail market by 2020. We also know Time Magazine, Business Insider, wearable technology, you're seeing it everywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to change your life, like it or not. And we do know that the end of the smartphone era is coming. I can't believe how fast we have advanced in the last 3 years. And as you can see in the device sales for 2020, they predict that wristbands will dominate that market with 164 million going out. And why are we excited about that? Well, let me show you a quick video on that.
Introducing Hilo, the world's first health and lifestyle oracle, a real-time health monitoring device unlike any other wearable device on the planet. Hilo can monitor the most important measurements, including heart rate, blood pressure, breath rate, daily steps, calories burned, and Hilo can even perform an EKG. Hilo can also sense your mood if you're excited or even if you're fatigued. Paired with the latest smartphone application, you can now track the health and well-being of your loved ones. Imagine being able to monitor your aging parents even if you're thousands of miles away, or getting an alert if your spouse's blood pressure is too high. Hilo not only monitors your important measurements, but it produces a daily, weekly, and monthly health report that you can provide to your trainer or physician. In the near future, Hilo will be able to monitor blood sugar levels, alcohol levels in our blood, oxygen levels, temperature, and even keep disease-delivering mosquitoes away. But Hilo is more than the world's most advanced health monitoring device. Hilo can also alert you if your loved ones are in danger. Unfortunately, more and more women and children go missing each day, according to the FBI. With Hilo, a child walking home from school can now press the panic button twice, and his or her Hilo guardians can be sent an emergency alert via text, notifying their guardians that they need help. And what's amazing is that the guardians will get the exact GPS location of their loved one. Let's take a look at another scenario. What if you're taking a walk around your neighborhood and you sense danger lurking? Having that peace of mind to simply alert your loved ones can be a lifesaver. Now that you've seen the power of this revolutionary product, I'm positive you're ready to order one for you and your family members. However, Hilo is not found in stores. Hilo can only be purchased online. So click on the Buy It Now link or fill out our form to get more information about the Hilo right now.
Oh, wow, pretty exciting piece of technology this wristband is. And you can see here that there are a number of different scenarios that people can use this product. The Hilo, as you heard, is a health and wellness product, a fitness product, and a safety product. So, as you know, I'm a single mom with 3 kids, and I have a daughter in college. And when I saw that SOS feature, that panic button, I got really excited about that because I worry about my daughter being far away. And, maybe you are also someone that works out in the elements, out in the heat. And, you want to be able to monitor constantly your blood pressure, your body temperature, and then your loved ones can also be alerted, which is great. A number of us have, a family that are living alone and they're getting a little bit older, or maybe they do live in assisted living or nursing home. And, it would bring so much peace of mind if we could be involved in the day-to-day care of them by just monitoring them, or doctors as well. They welcome that because, they welcome that in the nursing homes where we could put that Hilo on one of our loved ones. And if we noticed a change in their readings, their blood pressure, we can call them and say, hey, I need you to check on my mom, need to check on my grandpa. And, and physicians love it as well because they can be a better physician when they can monitor up to 20 of their patients, all by flipping through that app. They can toggle back and forth between their patients and look at their life log, we call it. They can look at everything that was tracked, from the day they wore it. So pretty exciting. Even those in the fitness arena, you can be a better trainer. You can be with this accountability tool. So you can check up on your clients during the week when they're not with you at your gym. And you can say, hey, guess what? You're a little low on your steps today. It's time to get up and move around. You can use it as an accountability tool, but you could also use it so that you can be tracking their health and wellness and fitness goals. So pretty exciting. We truly know that this is the most advanced wearable technology out there. You are not going to find anything in the marketplace. It is a game changer when it comes to healthcare. Now, we talked about it does blood pressure, heart rate, ECG, EKG, sleep quality, breath, all of that, even emotions. It's great to have the ability to track people's emotions. And when you notice they've been in a low mood for a while, you can call them and say, how are you doing? Maybe we need to go out and have a cup of coffee. In the future, though, I'm very excited to let you know that we have the first ever app store. So we have developers right now that are creating very specific apps so we can customize our Hilo and everything that it can do. So these apps that are coming along are actually going to take our bio readings and they're going to, the bioparameters that are going through our own bodies, and it's going to take them and then give us specific recommendations for ourselves. We're coming out with blood glucose, so you can take your blood sugar readings without having to take blood. It's absolutely fascinating. We have an app that's being created that will tell you 2 days before you get the flu. Even an actually really cool ovulation, app that's going to tell you that, for those, young millennials and people just starting off their life. So how great would that be that we can customize it with that app store? We're just getting started here, guys. Now let me go back to a couple of the staples features that we have. The monitoring your loved ones. Now in the middle here, you can see that you can set the parameters. This is called the Guardian function. And you can actually program in 3 people that would get a text message and an instant message if you went out of your normal parameters, if your blood pressure spiked, if your heart rate went down, or your breath rate. Well, my good friend Natita, her mom Chanita lives in Thailand, and Natita lives in LA. And one night she noticed that her mom's blood pressure was just going through the roof. So she called her, woke her up, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and said, Mom, what's going on with your blood pressure? She's like, oh my gosh, honey, I totally forgot to take my blood pressure medication. So here, she was able to intervene, and call her mom. That is so great, the peace of mind that brings, where we can track our loved ones, no matter if they live thousands of miles away. The panic button, I mentioned this. This is great for, somebody out running, they find themselves in a situation, or they get a little nervous or scared. You can instantly push that panic button and send, again, those 3 guardian angels, your exact GPS location. This is also great. Maybe somebody slipped and fell going down to get their mail and they don't have a phone, or they're just sick in bed and they can't get up to the phone. this is such a wonderful feature for you to be able to push to let people know exactly where you are at so they can get to you or get someone to you. We have these amazing health enhancing stones as well. They go right into our wristband, they touch our skin, and what they have on them is germanium. Now, if you have never researched germanium or know what it is, it's a natural antioxidant that you can Google it, check it out. But what it does is it actually increases the blood circulation. So you can look over on the right and see that without those germanium stones on the wristband, a normal blood circulation. After 10 minutes, it's increased by 20%, and 13 minutes after that, it's increased by 85%. That circulation helps with our muscle stiffness and pain. It helps with healing. So it's a fabulous product that we have in addition on our wristband. There truly is no comparison. I actually almost giggle when I look at this because people know the Fitbit, the Garmin, the Apple Watch. Well, you could see they only do, a quarter to maybe a half of what the Hilo already does. And what we are coming out with really pretty much blows them out of the market. And you can see here, how exciting it is for us to have all these other features. Again, not just a fitness product, but safety, health, and wellness as well. On the first of the year, I always love turning on the TV and seeing what's going to be the greatest tech items, what's going to dominate the market in 2017. They always release that. Well, I was totally surprised to see that our Hilo was actually featured on Fox News like 3 times during like the first few days of January. And they said that the Hilo, this wearable technology by our company, was going to dominate in 2017. And it has. It's been wildfire. It's so exciting. And part of that reason as well is that one of our partners, our chip technology, comes from Toshiba. And in January, they have the Consumer Electronics Show. It's kind of the Mac Daddy of all electronic shows. It's the largest one in the world. And everybody releases all the latest and greatest tech stuff. Well, Toshiba featured our Hilo there with their chip technology. Well, when that happened, our stocks went through the roof, and I'll talk about that more in a second. We have this other amazing product called BioZen, and BioZen is a small chip that's in a sticker, okay? It's a chip that's in a sticker, and it has been scientifically and medically proven to reduce the harmful effects of electrosmog. Now, what's electrosmog? Well, it's the radiation that comes off of any device that's plugged in or has a power supply to it. Routers, desktops, our phones, your baby monitors. We knew that holding this up to our head at some point was probably not good. And if you actually go through a series of steps through here, it does say in a warning that, keep this away from your head. So we can show you where that's at. Very interesting. But that electrosmog does affect our DNA, and we need to have something that interferes with it. So that's what we have with the BioZen. We have lots of great information, truly exciting. I love to look at the little combination that we have here of relationships of 3 powerhouse entities that together, World Global Network, that's us. We're the distribution arm for the Hilo. Quality is our manufacturer, and we're powered by Toshiba. So together, we are making great things happen. And as you can see on some of these press releases through the NASDAQ, that we did, WRMT, that's us, that we launched the use of Toshiba's App Lite for blood pressure and ECG. It's as the part of its next generation of smart wearables. On the right, we weren't kidding, launch of the world's first wearable non-invasive continuous blood glucose estimation technology. Overnight, when people find out about that they don't have to prick their finger and they can continually and on demand take their blood glucose readings, it will change the world. And the brains behind it all is Fabio Goldi. Fabio's been around for 3 decades. He is not new to the tech space. So in 1994, he founded the 2nd largest ISP or internet service provider in Italy. 2002, he actually introduced one of the first touchscreen LCD PCs. We touch that all day long. It's in the market now. Our company originated as a communications company 5 years ago, but Fabio's baby was to create the Hilo because he's diabetic. And it's his #1 goal was to create the blood glucose estimator in a non-intrusive way. And he accomplished it. So we are so fortunate to have him at the helm. And then we also have received a number of already top recognitions. I won't go through them all, but we're growing extremely fast. We just received a number of new ones that we got to update on here. But we are a triple A+ rated opportunity, and that's key here in our world, in our profession. So here is the stock information. As you can see, we're WRMT. And I'd like to just point you to the last year in the middle circle there. It says a high of 26 cents. Well, a year ago, in January of 2016, we were basically penny stocks. And then a year later, we're at over $15. Part of that was the release of Toshiba announcing us at the Consumer Electronics Show and the press release on our blood glucose. So in 2015, our company did about 157 million, and that was without the Hilo, okay? We are on track to do $1 billion by 2018. And you know what? When we open that app store, and we're going to have thousands and thousands of apps that are specific, taking our own bio readings, I know we will excel that. And I mentioned in the beginning that Forbes said this is going to be a $34 billion tech market space. You know, just a piece of it is all we're looking for. And we have an amazing product to do that. It's truly a global opportunity. As you can see here, we're in over 195 countries. With social media today, we all know somebody that lives in another country, and you can easily send people that 2-minute video that we showed you in the beginning and share that Hilo with them. And if they're interested in getting it, they can order it, and the company ships it right to them. We have 15 different distribution centers around the world. Our global headquarters are in Miami, and we have a great customer service center in Provo, Utah. These are just a few of the leaders that we have in the company. I did actually mention Chanita already, and Chanita and Nat, I've actually known them since 2005. They're just the most loving, amazing, wonderful people, true leaders. And so, you know, they just launched with this company just under a year ago, and their daughter, Natita, married Chad. And so in a year, you know, all they did is show that 2-minute video and had webinars like this and introduce people to this product. And in less than a year, we have over 13 leaders that fit on this list of the income that they're making. And this comes directly from the direct selling facts and figures. And as a publicly traded company, we do have to produce accurate information here. Otherwise, we're going to get in trouble. But just to show you the potential, guys, and we're just getting started. So we have a lot of great leadership here, and it's a great opportunity. You know, when evaluating, you know, if you're looking at this to get the product, you know, it's great. This is an amazing product. We encourage you to get it. And, you know, maybe you know a lot of people that this would help. It would solve a problem for them. And so we have the business side, too, of this. And I'm going to go through right now our compensation plan and kind of show you what it would look like to start a business here and market this product. And when evaluating an opportunity, it's very important that you have all of these 7 key components. All of them have to be in place. So we already talked about the company, the great leadership in Fabio, the products, wearable tech, we know, oh, and the Biozen, okay, the Hilo and the Biozen, sorry. Trends is wearable tech. It's not going anywhere. The electrosmog, my daughter's learning about it in school in 9th grade, so that is something we need to pay dear attention to. The timing, you guys. You know, this product has only been around for 6 months, and you can talk to 99.9% of the world, and they have not even heard of it yet. The T in timing is far more important than the T in talent. We have a great system here. You have a great team of people. There are several leaders that we all work together. We all help each other. You know, everyone's success is based on the success of others. So I love that type of a business model. We have excellent management. And now I'm just going to jump into the comp plan for you tonight so you can see, you know, how you can create on a very part-time basis some residual income just by showing people that 2-minute video. You know, there's 4 different ways we get paid. So the first way we get paid is when you buy one of our products, one of the Hilos, you're going to get a free website. And when you have any sales that go through that website, you send your own link to someone and they order one, you're going to make a 10% retail sales of $32 up to $200. That's the first way we get paid. If you want to earn the second way, well, you build 2 sales teams, and you're basically going to get overrides on the production of those sales teams. So all of the sales that they bring in, you're going to make a weekly 10 to 20% commission on that. The third way we get paid is another option. It's called 10 generations of check match. That's based on really helping people succeed and coaching and teaching and mentoring them along the way. We have 2 different membership programs as well. Those both create a residual income for you. We have a monthly loyalty membership and a pro plan for just customers. And the loyalty membership is based around family packs and entrepreneurial packs. So what's the first step? And we love to keep this super simple. You're just going to become a team member. And how do you do that? You're just going to buy a Hilo. You're going to buy either a box set, which is one, it's full price, and you have the opportunity to build one business center. The family pack is what we kind of call our entrepreneurial pack, as well as the premium pack. The family pack, you're going to buy 4 Hilos, but you're going to get 1 free. It's a savings of $700. Plus, you get a set of 5 different colored wristbands, so they're interchangeable. You know, we like to accessorize with our outfits. So the premium pack is where you buy 5 Hilos, you get the 6th one free, but then you also get 6 complete sets, of color bands and a savings of $1,200 about. So you get to earn actually 3 times more the money at the family and premium pack, because those really are our entrepreneurial packs. And then we have the BioZen, which is such a great product for us to protect our families from that electrosmog. Now, as soon as you do that, you pick whatever works for you. You start making a 10% retail. You get your own website, and anybody that goes there to buy any of these products, you get to earn 10%. So if they bought the box set, you're going to make $32. Family pack, $135. Premium pack, $200, and so on. Now, the second way we get paid is how we become a team builder. So what you do is you just find 2 people that you know that are like-minded like you and are interested in sharing this with their networks and sharing this with their family and friends and colleagues. And so you're going to kick off those 2 teams I talked about, and you're going to put one of those friends or colleagues in one team and one in the other team. They're both going to get started with the family or premium pack, and as soon as they do that, you're going to start earning a 20% commission on the volume of the sales volume created from those 2 teams. Now, you can also have somebody join with one individual box set, and up until you have achieved 500 in sales volume, you will make 10% weekly. But we don't like leaving money on the table, so we always want to try to encourage people to get that 500 right away and get you up to that 20%. Because I think we'd all agree 20% commission is a lot better than 10%. So pretty simple. Find 2 people that want to do the same thing you do. Third way is to become a team developer. Once you do this, it opens up the third way that we get paid. And all you have to do is help those 2 people you brought in, help them get 2. Just do the same thing that you did. Help them become team builders, and now you're a team developer. This opens up the career path recognition, that check matching I talked about, millionaire pool, and other bonuses as well. So keep it simple. Pick a pack, get 2, help those 2 get 2. And we will help you do that, develop this. But once it's done, it's one and done. After that, all the people that you tell about this, they're either going to jump in and do the business with you, or they're just going to be a customer, and you're going to put them in one of your 2 sales teams. We help you strategize with that, but this is the simplest thing that I've ever seen happen. So this check matching, this gets pretty exciting. Once you understand it, you're not going to sleep at night. But basically, let's say you bring in your friend Joe, and Joe just loves this product, and he goes out and he tells the world about it. And a couple of months down the road, Joe's making $10,000 a month. Well, because you introduced this to Joe by sending him that 2-minute video, you're going to get a 10% check match based on his success. So the company's going to say, thanks for enrolling Joe, and you'd make a $1,000 check. Now that starts from day 1. When Joe makes his first 100, you make 10. His first 1,000, you make 100. Every time he gets paid, you get paid. So the more people that you bring in, and the more people that you share this with that want to open this in their market, you're going to make 10% on their success. How cool is that? And then in order for them to be successful, of course, they're selling product and having distributors join as well. You'll make 5% on everyone they personally bring in. Now, this goes down 10 generations, but all I want to tell you is that, this is my favorite part, because, helping others reach their goals and success is how we all win. We will naturally hit ours with these check matching. So we have some videos too that can go more into that. So what does it cost to run your business monthly? This is that loyalty membership as a business, you know, to run your business. What's cool is you can run an international business from your home, using your phone, using your computer for $59 a month. But not only that, you get all of these perks. So the first thing is you can start earning commissions on those 2 teams we talked about. Second, you're going to get 5 of the Hilo App Pro. Now, for those people that are just customers and pay the $12 a month, for all of those features and safety features and sending out the SOSs and the Guardian and all of that, you're going to get 5 of them. So when you have a family pack, all 5 of those Hilos are fully active and fully functioning. We get cloud storage as well and a protection plan. Now, we do have a phone coming out, you guys. It's really amazing, and we'll talk to you more about that. But the protection plan is if you break your Hilo, if you drop it, the dog chews it up, and you can send it back to the company, they will replace 2 of those for you a year. You know, do that with a Fitbit or an Apple Watch, and they're not replacing it. They're like, tough, buy a new one. Here, they'll replace 2. We also have 75 loyalty points. This is kind of cool. It's like putting $59 in the bank, but the bank turns around and gives you $75 back. So every loyalty point is worth $1. So you can use those loyalty points after 3 months of being in our loyalty program to buy other products. You know, when we come out with a new version next year, you can use your loyalty points to get the new version. You know, it's going to upgrade. So how cool is that? It's called the Forever Wear program. You forever get to upgrade from that loyalty program. You can even use those points to get one of those Infolio phones. So when your phone, maybe if your contract's up, you can get one of these new phones. We also earn this extra 1% money box. Basically what that is they take, instead of making 20% a week on that team commission, they pay you 21, but they stick 1% in this like a piggy bank. And at the end of 12 months of being on this program, they're just going to give it to you. And you can go on a vacation, you can pay off a credit card, you can buy a new car, whatever you want to do. That's such an awesome feature. So as you can see here, it's over a $1,400 value plus everything in that loyalty box. And I'll just tell you guys right now, in the 3.5 months that I've been building the business, I have more money in that 1% money box than it's going to cost me for my total investment there of $708 over 12 months. It's pretty exciting. So as you have people that get started in this business, they're going to do the same thing. If they have the family or premium pack, they'll want this membership as well for all of the app features. And every person that's on it, every month when they pay $59, you get a $6 commission. You also get volume in your organization, and you get paid on that as well. So that's that cool side of the residual income. We do have company events. We have supercar bonuses. We have all of these perks as well. These are some of the leaders that we have that are currently in our company. But as you can see, we have room for a lot more. You know, there's the United States here is not represented very much, but so it's a great opportunity for you guys to get started today. So to summarize, it's super simple and lucrative, you guys. You know, all you do is share that 2-minute video, get them on a webinar like this, get their questions answered, and repeat. We're open in 195 countries where you can go and send that video out to people. Everyone around the world cares about their family and loved ones, their own health and wellness, and definitely their own safety. So this is a product that's universal around the world. There's no joining fee. There's no requalification. You know, there's no chargebacks, and there's no monthly shipping. You know, if you've ever had products shipped to your house every month, especially if you're building an international business, that shipping cost can be 2 or 3 times what the product cost itself. So with that, you guys, if you've gotten excited today and you're like, man, I see it here. You know, you might be an ABC person. Maybe you're the C person and you're like, you know what? You know, thanks for showing this to me. See you later. I don't quite think it's for me. However, thank the person that invited you today, and then also give them the referral of some people that you know have high blood pressure or maybe are diabetic. You know, give them some referrals. Maybe you're a B person and you're like, you know what? I love this product. I want to buy it for myself or my family, but I'm not ready to build a business yet. And that's okay. And if you're an A person and you're like, I am all in, I see it, I'm going to go tell the world, this is absolutely amazing. Get back to the person immediately tonight, right after you watch this, or today, whenever you watch it. Get back to them, because positioning is so important in a structure that we have when building 2 teams. There's a huge financial upside to coming in early, and we have just launched this product. The value of you coming in early and having the growth of all of us working together be under you versus above you can be the difference of tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands of dollars. So thank you so much this evening for spending your time with us. Get back, please, to the person who introduced you immediately. Get your questions answered. We look forward to talking to you again soon, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.